I invite our Administrative Officer, Dr. Preeti Sampathy, to deliver her message. Welcome, ma'am.
Respected Chief Guest, Shri Atar Mohammad Hanif, Commandant CISF, Vishakhapatnam Steel Plant, Dr. Neeraj Kumar Sampathy, Correspondent, other colleagues, parents, staff, and students of Shiv Shivani High School, guests, and invitees. A very good evening to all of you. Let me tell you briefly about our school. This school was established in the year 2001-2002 with Dr. Neeraj Sampathy and myself at the helm of affairs. After a modest beginning with 52 students on roll in the first year, the school progressed steadily to cross the 1,000 mark in a very few years' time. With the construction of additional blocks, the strength expanded to over 1,500 students, and since the past few years, we have been operating on capacity strength. Along with addition of classrooms, we have focused on continuous improvement in facilities during this period. We have added indoor activity halls, a new library, labs, a sheltered play area, modern toilet blocks for all the age groups, and adequate generators for uninterrupted power at all times. I take pride in mentioning that we were one of the first schools in Vishakhapatnam to introduce smart classrooms more than a decade ago. We were also one of the first schools to provide interactive flat panel boards for our students to enrich their learning experiences. We have academic heads for every section for effective planning and implementation of school vision. Our advisor, Mrs. Begum Iqbal, who has been serving the school since its inception in 2001. The pre-primary headmistress, Mrs. Rini Sikdar. Primary school headmistress, Mrs. Rama Devi. High school headmistress, Mrs. Rosie Datta. And academic coordinator for high school, Mr. Jagdishwar Rao, are all part of the core team which constantly monitors the progress of students for their overall development and growth. With the advent of the NEP and the imminent changes in syllabus and teaching methodology, our school is a step ahead of others in implementing these changes. A number of training sessions and workshops are lined up to prepare our teachers for the next academic year. To instill the spirit of competition in children, inter-house competitions in academics, co-curricular activities, and sports are conducted on a regular basis. Students also take part in inter-school competitions, Olympiads, and sports. As I read out the names of sports achievers at the national level, they can come onto the stage so that our chief guest and audience can greet them. To encourage achievers at the state and national level, especially in sports, the school grants scholarships to these students. It is a matter of pride to us that our student Shabnam, who passed out last year, was part of the Women's Cricket World Cup winning team and is now playing in the coveted Women's IPL. Her sister Shahjahan Begum, now in class 10, is also a cricket prodigy and is likely to represent India in the near future. A rising cricket star, K. Bhanu Sri Harsha of class 9, who has performed extremely well in the recently concluded Singapore Cricket Tournament 2023, and he has won the Best All-Rounder Award. Another young talent is Mokshit Naidu, who has been awarded the Best Keeper and Batsman in the Under-12 category. We also have achievers in table tennis, Arifa Sultana, P. Mohita, who have been consistently performing well at the national level. We have football champion K. Poshit Kumar and skating champion P. Varshita in our school. Our breakdance star, P. Chaitanya, is working hard to get into the Indian team, which will take part in the Paris Olympics very soon. I wish them all the best and hope that they bring laurels to the country in the chosen sport. Come for the photograph. Thank you, children. Our class 10 students are getting ready for their board exams in March. With a good number of students scoring 100 in different subjects last year, the challenge is to better the results this year. The top score of last year was 588 out of 600, and the competition is to surpass this target. That is what motivates our students and teachers to do their best. I wish the current batch of students of class 10 the very best of luck for the upcoming exams. I take this opportunity to thank all the parents for their constant support and cooperation. Your presence here is a huge motivation to all of us. Please stay till the end. We have some great performances lined up towards the end. Have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request our correspondent, sir, Dr. Neeraj Kumar Sampathy, to address the gathering. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Kalani. Good evening. A very warm welcome to our esteemed chief guests and other distinguished members on the dais. A hearty welcome to all the parents, guests, invitees, staff and students of Sivasivani High School, Maripalam. As the founder of the school, the journey of the past 23 years makes me a bit nostalgic. The co-founder, Dr. Preeti, told us about the growth of the school so far and some recent achievements. Let me tell you about the direction in which our school is heading towards in the near future. As the new education policy gains traction, the focus is on STEM-based education and skill-based education. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Along with this, the overall development of children and preparation for real-world problem solving and learning not just for success in exams are desired outcomes of this policy. The future of education is headed towards personalized learning systems assisted by artificial intelligence. Each student is likely in the future to receive a customized plan based on his or her prior knowledge, ability, and interests as they graduate from middle school to high school. Artificial intelligence has the potential to transform education by providing tailored learning experiences. This scenario is likely to take some time, not immediately perhaps, but ultimately that is where we are headed. But meanwhile at our school, we are making an effort to move in that direction, considering individual children's needs and abilities. Inevitably, this involves blended learning and hybrid learning, usage of technology at school and at home. A symbiotic support system between teachers, parents, and school is essential for satisfactory progress. With the intense competition levels students are exposed to, being good at academics alone is not going to be enough. I was talking to my class 10 students recently, and I was just telling them the scenario where you do well in school, get into college, get a very high percentage, graduate abroad to US, UK, Australia, complete your higher education and get into cushy jobs. This is no longer tenable. If you look at the conditions in the countries abroad, getting placements is becoming a very, very tough job, and the situation has reached a stage where the employers are not even looking at your CVs. They are using artificial intelligence, and bots are going through your CVs to identify which will go forward to the senior management, and from there they are making the final selections. This scenario is quite tough, not to discourage you all, but you should know the reality. Children need to bolster their CVs with other achievements in sports, co-curricular and cultural activities wherever possible. Of course, soft skills such as communication, teamwork, problem solving, and conflict resolution are required to stand out amongst others. And these skills are unlikely to be replaced by artificial intelligence. Competition involves stress, of course, but at times, stress is a must and a positive motivation to move forward. At Shivani, we are excited about the changes in the education policy and the emerging trends in education. We are preparing our teachers with concrete plans for orientation and training, and together, I urge everyone, the parents, the teachers, the management, and the students to move ahead in this journey, learning and also unlearning along the way. I would like to assure our parents that the school is future ready and is continuously updating itself with the requirements of this generation. Thank you for trusting us and sending your children to Shivani High School, Maripalam. Have a good evening.